Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvanna. I'm here with Mike Godwin. Dan wasn't behaving, we had to send him home. What we're going to be doing is we are going to be, all the All-Stars are chosen for the A division. It's only going to change depending on if some of the players that were chosen can make it or not. So what we are going to do is we actually had Mark London and Mike a little while ago sit down and choose their picks. So they went back and forth. I believe Mark had first pick. Mike had second.
I had first.
Oh, Mike had first pick. Mark had second pick. They went back and forth choosing their players. Mark, unfortunately,
picked his team and ran.
Yeah, he picked his team and ran. He claimed he was going to do the video, but Mark is nowhere to be found. So if Mark comes at any point, we'll let him fill in for this. But if not, well, you know, it is what it is. Too bad.
So then you got Team Dave picked by Mark.
No, let's call it Team Mark. I didn't even look at his picks yet.
Anything?
No, I'll tell you if he did a good job afterwards.
Okay.
I wasn't sitting down. I was actually doing the B division with Dan when this went on, so I didn't get a chance to look at Mark's picks yet. Really disappointed me to run for it. But we're going to sit here and go through all the All-Stars, and then we'll give some opinion on them. So first off, let me list all the All-Stars. We did it by efficiency ranking, same as last season. We have 22 players listed here. If any players drop out, we'll add some players. But for now, and this is in order of efficiency, we have Corey Lemons from the Tigers, Jeff Jones from the Hot Shots, Nafis Richardson from the Crew, Lawrence Hines from Drunk Monkey, Rocky Anderson from Tigers, Edwin Santiago from Hot Shots, CJ Brown from Blue Devils, John Bird from Bird Gang, Jake Royal from Here We Go Again, Mike Boyd from WSI, Ricky Anderson from the Crew, Joe Tony from Here We Go Again, Ford Addison from WSI, Sharon Armstrong from Bird Gang, Trayvon Hawkins from Aflac, Travis Johnson from Aflac, Kamar Johnson from the Best Squad, Teron Moon from the Crew, Quanah Chase from Tigers, Kenny Harris from the Crew, Tamir Gibbs from ACC, and Brandon Tunnel from Drunk Monkey will round it out. All right, Mike, so you had first pick. Let's hear it. Number one, overall.
This pick was fairly easy for me. I mean, I got the whole board staring at me, but I had to go with Mr. Triple-Double himself, Corey Lemons.
Hard to argue that. Actually, we've done 3 mock drafts, and Corey Lemons has been picked first in all of them.
He just does it all. Handles the ball, rebounds, assists, scores, you name it, he does it.
Now remember, although I may agree with some of Mark's picks, these are Mark's London's picks. So if you have any problem with where you're picked, I'm sure we'll get there where you can't believe that you were picked that late by Mark London. He's the one you need to take up with this. All right? Mark's number 1 overall pick is Lawrence Hines from Drunk Monkey. I don't think you can argue that.
A.K.A. Larry.
Larry Hines.
I mean, that's a good pick. I like that. I mean, when he wants to play, he can play.
Absolutely.
All right. So, my second pick, I had to go with, now you know, Larry and this guy have a little rivalry going on from a couple weeks ago. It's all fun, but I had to go with Jeff Jones from Hot Shots.
Another good choice. 2 of our top efficient players. We'll go back to what Mark was thinking if we get a little deeper in this. Number 2, Nafis Richardson. Some very, very good guard play. I like it. I like him to guard Corey and possibly outscore Corey in this game.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. Good first 2 picks from both teams, I think. It's just going to be a good game in general.
I mean, I didn't get through all Mark's picks yet. So far, he's doing okay.
If it comes down to it, it's going to be Mark's strategy. All right, so my third pick, I went with a little size. Well, Jeff Jones got some size, but I had to go with Ricky Anderson from the Crew.
Good pick, good pick. Ricky might have been around, another round or 2, but, you might have jumped the gun a little bit early.
No, I didn't. No.
My next pick, I'm going with some more guard play. Well, I'm sorry, Mark's going with some more guard play, but I'd have to agree with this pick. Rocky Anderson from the Tigers. Him and Corey together would have been very hard to stop, so I'm glad Mark separated.
I honestly haven't seen much of him play. I don't know why, but
good guard, great handle, can score the basket.
Look at his numbers, he can play.
Straight up score the basket.
Yes. All right. So I'll match your guard with my guard. I'll go with Brandon Tennell from Drunk Monkey.
Oh, very solid. Very solid steal. Good pick. Good solid pick. Nothing I can say about that. Next up, I'm going to go with the high flyer himself, Edwin Santiago. I kind of like that. What if Edwin and Jeff get matched up on each other? Do you think that's bad for chemistry of the hot shots?
Maybe that's why Mark did it.
Maybe it is why Mark did it.
He
Mark,
knows hot shots to
I don't think I ever give Mark enough credit for being a thinker.
But maybe that's why he did it. All right, to round out my starting lineup, I went with another guy from the crew. Very athletic guy in Teron Moon.
There you go. Got a lot of athleticism underneath the basket.
Oh, yeah.
I would have liked to have seen Mark maybe steal one of them, but clearly Mark was, I don't know. I mean, Mark, all great choices, but now you're starting to get a little bit too big for us. But I'm going to match that, and I'm going to go with some scoring. You think you're going to have one of those big guys chasing Jake Royal around the outside, even with his bad knee, just dropping threes?
I'll give it to you.
Jake Royal. He'll round out Mark's starting five.
He can
From
score
here
the
we go again.
basketball.
Yeah, of
He can
course.
score. Do you think there's any, since he played with Shooters Club with Mark, do you think that had anything to do with him?
Yeah, I mean, who would know better than Mark London right now from playing with him for a couple seasons?
That's true.
So to round out
I've
our,
seen him play a couple.
yeah, he can shoot.
He can shoot.
So to round out our starting five, Mike, let's hear your starting five.
All right, my starting five is Corey Lemons, Jeff Jones, Ricky Anderson, Brandon Tennell, and Teron Moon.
In my starting five, I have Lawrence Hines, Nafis Richardson, Rocky Anderson, Edwin Santiago, and Jake Royal. We are missing a center, possibly even a power forward. I mean, I guess Lawrence can play under. Edwin can definitely get rebounds.
Well, you're looking at all shooters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is there a lot of defense in All-Star games? We're going to score.
There will be this season.
Wow.
Because if you look at my team.
Let's hear who your sixth man's going to be,
My
Mike.
sixth man just adds to the height and athleticism. Kawana Chase from the Tigers.
Quanah Chase belongs in a starting lineup here. I don't know. Mark could have grabbed him to go against some of your size, but
It just adds more size to my team.
my sixth man who can play under the basket, he can play outside, he fills up the stat sheet. John Bird. Mark, great pick.
I like that pick. He can score the basketball. Hopefully Edelman's not there taking pictures.
Do you know it's not one of his face again? Must be a game winner.
All right. So my seventh pick, I got to match all your guards. So I went with C.J. Brown from the Blue Devils.
That is a steal this late in the draft.
Yeah. That's one of those times you're like, what was Mark thinking? But I got him on my team, so I'm happy about it.
Next up, with Mark's seventh pick, Mark goes Kenny Harris from the crew. Who's Kenny Harris? Is he a big guy?
Yeah.
Is he
Big and athletic.
Good. We needed some size on this
Big and
team.
athletic.
Finally, Mark starts to act like he knows what he's doing, getting us some more size.
All right, my next pick, I had to go with someone from Aflac. Was that bad?
That was awful.
Aflac. Can you do it for me? Say Aflac.
No, I didn't pick anybody. No, there's no. And when I get to my pick from Aflac, that's when you'll hear it.
All right, I had to go with Trayvon Hawkins, averaging 16, 17, 18 points a game.
My next.
Can't go wrong with some scoring.
No, that's a good pick. Good pick. My next pick from the best squad. I believe they are undefeated.
They are.
So he's going to bring winning to this team, along with a lot of the other players. Kamar Johnson.
He's good. I've seen him play. He's good. I'd say that's a steal.
Yeah, this late. I mean, there's so many good players, though. It's
Yeah.
hard to.
He's new to the league. I'd call him an underdog steal.
Great pick by Mark.
Yeah, great.
Kamar
That's a good
Johnson.
pick. All right, who's next from me? I went with another guard in Joe Tony. From Here We Go Again. I had to split up Joe and Jake.
Yeah, you don't.
Here we go again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Guarding each other and all that kind of stuff.
My next pick the big guy from Aflac,
There it is.
Travis Johnson.
Megatron. I think I heard people call him. That's how big he is, down low.
We needed that size. We needed it.
So, as you can see, I went with size early in the draft. And my last couple picks have been guards. And you would think I'd go back to size, but nah. I didn't. I picked another guard, and Mike Boyd from WSI.
Mike Boyd coming off like a 38-point game.
He can see.
He's hot right now. He's hot right now. My next pick, also a good shooter from WSI. Look, WSI go back-to-back in the draft. Ford Eisen.
That's a good pick. Great pick. All right.
He's one of our top three-point shooters, coming in at 64% from the three-point line.
He can play. I mean, we always, if you look at all these picks, they can all play. That's
Oh yeah, that's why they're all-stars.
That's why they're in this game. So to round out my team, I'm going with Tamir Gibbs from ACC.
My number 11 pick overall, I'm going with Sean Armstrong, who is having his
He's
best
having a great season.
best season of his career. Doing everything for him. Scoring points, rebounding, assists, everything. While shooting a high percent. This is going to be a great All-Star game. I can't wait. Really looking forward to it.
I think I have the edge, don't you think?
Over Mark's team, it makes me nervous that you have Ricky, Teron Moon, and Quanta Chase all on the same team. I feel like Mark needed to get at least one of them, and he didn't. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, a lot of really good guard play, a lot of big guys. It's going to be a great game. I mean, who knows, though? Who would you pick as your MVP? Who do you think is going to come out on top as MVP?
That's hard to do. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go Teron Moon.
Okay.
Because he's got size, he's athletic against the smaller starting lineup from Markston.
I appreciate you not going the safe pick in Corey or Jeff. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go with Rocky Anderson as my pick for All-Star Game MVP.
You went guard, I went big man.
All right, there it is. Looking forward to it. I mean, Mark clearly didn't pick the All-Star, who we thought was going to be All-Star, because Mark would have no idea what he's doing. But Mark did a good job for his first time. Too bad he couldn't show his face.
I'm sure he's thinking to
his
himself, he's looking at the list and he doesn't see his name. Maybe that's why he ran.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was
He
waiting.
didn't see his name, so he
I'm surprised he didn't do a write-in. Mark would have tried to do a write-in, wouldn't he?
Yeah, with the first pick, Mark won. Pick myself.
He would try that too. He was probably waiting till the cameras roll and then he was going to yell it out.
Yeah.
Let us see now it's not a live feed, and we would have edited Mark right out of the video. All right, thanks for checking us out this week. Look forward to a great All-Star game on Sunday. We'll provide shirts, numbers on the back, pretty nice shirts too. Yeah, we'll be selling pizza. Selling pizza and drinks and stuff like soda, Gatorade, water. So we'll have some of that stuff here. Anything for you, Mike?
Nothing from me. It's going to be a great All-Star weekend.
Yeah, we'll see if Mark made these picks. Let's see if he even shows up. And I'd like him to show up and stand on the bench with the team.
If he does, it's going to be late, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. Hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys on Sunday.